everybody. It is Monday. It is Monday. It is Monday. And I am super excited to be back in the chat box. We have entered into a new month. It is June 2023. We are halfway in the year. Let us know that you're watching on tonight. Go ahead and hit the share button, the like button, the love button, the comment button. Comment so we'll know that you're in the chat box with me. I am your host on tonight. My name is Jabrina Speaks, and I'm super excited to be in the chat box with someone very special, near and dear to my heart. Listen, y'all, we're gonna try to get through this chat box conversation without crying and without trying to tell too much of our business. Yes, Mr. Edward Ferguson Brack is in the building on today. She's in the building on today, and we're super excited. And so, guess what? My name is Jabrina Speaks. I'm your host for the chat box, and I have my best friend for over 20 years in the chat box with me. My friends, we're friends. Whatever Beyonce say, yeah, we. Hey, friend.
Hi, friend.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Listen, y'all might get a lot of teeth tonight because we do a lot of smiling. We have a lot of fun. And so if y'all didn't know, which most of you do, this is my best friend, y'all. My best friend. And she is an owner. Like, who wouldn't want their bestie to be a business and a boss woman themselves? And so we're in the chat box. Right. Somebody say hashtag best friend for life. Absolutely. Y'all already know. Yes, Betsy's. Y'all already know how this conversation gonna go. But we're gonna keep it real cute. And we're gonna have us a good time because it is a Let's Talk Business. And so I bought the amazing Miss Kamishia Brackin, the business owner of Kosmo Beauty, in the building. She has been doing hair since about 12 or 13, from back in the days.
About 12.
From about 12. Hey, Kimberly, thanks for joining us on tonight. Listen, y'all go ahead and hit that share button because I just believe that she is going to give you some amazing nuggets, things that we don't know about our hair, especially us who look like me. And so she is very strict on healthy and natural hair. I did say who look like me. And so Miss Brackin, tell the people who you are, besides my best friend, who you are. Tell us about your business. Talk to the people.
I am Kamishia Brackin. I am a business owner. I also have a non-for-profit organization. But to start, I am a licensed cosmetologist and also a certified hair loss practitioner. And my business is actually located in Dania, Florida, which I'm from Broward County. I'm from, the Hollywood, Dania area. Um, so yeah, that really pretty much sums up a little bit about, the business part of it.
Okay, so you mentioned that you have a nonprofit. Tell us about that.
My nonprofit organization is called Scarves Over Scarves, where I do donate scarves to women who are going or undergoing chemotherapy. I come from a long or big family tree of women who had breast cancer and also breast cancer survivors. So I decided I, God gave me the vision for Scarves Over Scarves. So I just want to pretty much give back and also be that little bit of hope that we need, and also to share with women to take care of themselves and make sure that they're doing the necessary steps to prevent, if they can, to get out there and do genetic testing if breast cancer run in their family.
Perfect, perfect. So listen, you have been doing hair since about 12 years old.
Yes.
My friend is over 40 and she real fine. I ain't gonna say how old she is, but she's over
Girl.
40. We're gonna try to be very professional.
Wait.
Um, so yeah, so y'all gonna get both sides because this is somebody that that I truly love. And so because if y'all have a Betsy, y'all know when y'all get with y'all Betsy what time it is. And so
Right.
that's what we do. Y'all got salt and pepper, caramel and chocolate in the building. Jabrina speaks and Kamishia Brackin is in the building. But yes, so tell us what made you go into, because I know you are real big with hair. You are
Mm,
very, you don't do certain styles, and we'll talk about that later. But
right.
how did you get into doing hair, being that you um started at a very young age? I remember you were known for micro braids and plaits when you were very young. Everybody knew to go to Kamishia for the micros back in the day. So what made you start that? Because um I know you'll probably say this, but you were also a teen mom.
I was.
So
And
tell us what made you get into the hair, being that having a child at a very young age. You could touch on that as well if you like, but
mhm.
just tell us, how did you get in that line, in that hair industry line?
Well, one, I've always been passionate about it. So I've always, wanted to do more. I people know I was known for doing, braids and plaits and things like that, but I wanted to do more. I didn't want to just stop there. Um, I'm the type of person where I don't like to feel boxed in. I don't want to be boxed in. I want to be able to do more. And I felt like if I just did braids, that would be it. So
Mm-hmm.
I decided I wanted to go to cosmetology school so that I can do more. I can, network with other people. I can learn so many different things because being in this industry, some people are only just okay with being um just stuck there, and I
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want that for me. So I decided to go because I'm always thinking I would like to just be able to go into settings that you would normally maybe not be able to go into. I also thought, okay, I could do more if I have a life,
Mm-hmm.
so that also got me to be able to do like Miami swim league. I feel like had I not gone to cosmetology school and
Mm-hmm.
met the people that I met and connected with the people that I connected with,
Mm-hmm.
it wouldn't have allowed me to be exposed to so much more. I didn't want to just do that. So going to school, it allowed me to connect with other and get this isn't it.
Okay.
So
So I have a question.
mhm.
And of course, we gonna keep it real, because I can ask my best friend these type of questions. But I want to ask because I want to be as transparent as possible with people.
Okay.
Because you were a young teen mom.
Mhm.
And so, because I feel that there's people from different walks of life that
Correct.
may, be older than you and have the children, but don't know how to balance. And
Mhm.
so, do you mind sharing um how old were you when you had your first child? And
Mhm.
then did having children um push you more into that industry, or did having the children, did it stop you? Did it hinder you? Because again, having them at the age that you had them at, like you had to really go hard in the paint at a very young age and try to figure out what is it that I'm going to be doing, God. Where's my passion? How is God making all of this work in my purpose?
Okay. Well, I was 14 when I
Mm-hmm.
had my first child, child. And when I had him, because I had, so many people had so many negative things to say as far as, what I couldn't do.
Mm-hmm.
So that was just fuel for me, you
Mm-hmm.
know. Being a teen mom, it wasn't easy, but I knew that it was something that I wanted to do. I wanted to be better. I've always desired to be better, just whatever that looks like for me. I wasn't in no competition with anybody. I just knew that I had this little person, which I was a, little person myself. So I had to figure that thing out, you know. So just,
Immediately.
no, I had to figure it out. Like, okay, you have this little person,
Mhm.
you're a little person.
Mhm.
What are we going to do?
Mhm.
All I knew is that I wanted to do better and be better. So,
Mhm.
however, I had to get there in a positive way, I was
Mhm.
on that mission. So, I wanted to, finish high school. I've always been um, determined. I've always had that determination and that drive so that I can be better for myself and now this little person that I have. And then I end up having another little person, which I was, had two kids. But just looking at them and being from where I was from, I knew that I had to make a better way for them.
Mhm.
So that's what drove me to, finish high school. I had to work. I've always had, decent jobs. Just want to be better and create a better life for my children and myself.
Love it, love it, love it. Listen, it is Monday and we're in the chat box. I'm super excited. I hope that you ladies and gentlemen are enjoying yourselves. I have the amazing business owner of Cosmo Beauty, Miss Kamishia Brackin, in the chat box with me. Go ahead and hit the share button. Go ahead and comment. Go ahead and hit like and the love hearts. If she says something that you like, or if you have a question, definitely drop it in the comment section because we want to make sure that we address any questions you have. And so,
Yeah.
friend,
Yes.
you are really big on not doing certain styles, being that you are a give me the title again because I want to make sure.
A certified hair loss practitioner.
Did y'all hear the emphasis on certified?
Certified hair
Okay,
loss practitioner.
so
Mhm.
you are big on not doing certain styles.
I'm not, because it would be me going against what I'm promoting.
So
So
what styles are you like absolutely not gonna do in somebody's hair? And why have you, I know you just was going to answer that. Why have you chosen not to do those styles?
one, if I am a hair loss practitioner, well, there are a few of them, but to first, I don't do lace wigs where they have to be glued down, um, to the head. There are certain, the little styles where they do like the micro links. Those certain things go against what I'm promoting.
Mhm.
If I'm talking about healthy hair and, trying, yeah, tape ins too, Jonisha.
I wasn't gonna put you out there, Jonisha, but she did.
Joni,
But yeah.
um, because basically, and this is my opinion and why I don't do it,
Mhm.
because I feel like it causes more hair to come out.
Mhm.
Even though some people may apply it, to your eyebrows, there's still a small chance that you're going to, lose edges.
Mhm.
And how am I going to provide that service and
Mhm.
yet still, you know, um, try to promote healthy hair? So my mission is, we have this thing where we say, oh, it's just hair, it'll grow back. That's not always the case. I've
Mhm.
witnessed it. I've seen women go decades, getting these different type of hairstyles that has caused them to literally lose all of their hair, to where
Mhm.
they don't even have the option. So how am I going to provide those services and
Mhm.
still on the back end try to teach you and tell you about
Mhm.
healthy hair? Like, I believe in saving the edges. That's my thing. Like, We need the edges because if there's certain styles that you would like to wear,
Mm-hmm.
if you have no edges, then what? You know,
Wow.
you and it starts at a young age because quite naturally, culturally, we start our little girls with these very tight braids and different styles that they get accustomed to, and then they no longer know what they look like with their own hair.
Come on.
So for me, I am big on healthy hair. I want the option to be able to wear weave. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to have to wear a wig all the time. I want to have to wear, these hair pieces. The
Mm-hmm.
camouflage was missing. So I
Mm-hmm.
strongly believe in taking care of your hair first. I'm not against wearing weave or any of those things, but I truly stand on taking care of your hair. Get your treatments. I'm big on drinking water in order, oiling your scalp. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, there's just certain styles that I'm not willing to do that I'm totally against because it's going against what I'm pushing, what I'm promoting, how I'm educating women as far as hair because it is hair, but it doesn't always grow right back.
Absolutely. Listen, if y'all didn't catch anything, stand on your beliefs and what your brand represents. If your
Right.
brand represents certain things and you got somebody, well, I'll pay you a little bit more. If that is not what you represent, don't take a chance on possibly putting your brand at a place. And it's like, well, I thought she said she represents this, and then don't represent it. And so you have to make sure that when you say this is what you represent, you have to
Mhm.
represent it 10 toes down. You may lose a customer, you may you that person a client, but if that's who you are, they're not going to call you for that particular style or for that service because they know that's not something that you offer because you stand 10 toes down. And that goes across the board. So if you are a business owner, make sure that you are standing on what you believe. Don't change it for anybody. For $1. I would say that because that
Right. Well,
dollar will taint your brand.
right. My clients who know me, they know. They know that I'm really big on I am that type of stylist. If they come to me and they say, "Hey, what do you think? Do you think I can?" If it's no, it's a no.
Mhm.
Because I am the expert. I'm not going to tell you anything wrong. Now, if you feel like you want to go against that, I'm okay with you going somewhere else. I have no complex with that because 9 times out of 10, you'll be back.
I'll be back.
You'll be back. And I'll be, ready to welcome you with open arms. Like, hey, like that's just not my thing. I have no complex. You'll pass 32 other salons, 32 other people who does that. I'm not one of them. And I'm okay with that.
Love it, love it. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are a what's the title again?
Certified hair loss practitioner.
And so I know we talked about the weave and things like that, but there may be, situations, and I'm sure you're because you're certified in that. So what actually are you certified in? Because we know that alopecia is a real thing, and we know that there's women that may have to walk around with those extra pieces or those extra things. So tell us what you're certified in, what somebody I know you do the scalp analysis, so you're trying to see what's going on in the scalps. I know that people that may have bad dandruff that need
Mhm.
to see what's going on or to keep their scalp clean. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, really, that you just basically summed it up. When you're a hair loss practitioner or a trichologist, you are basically a hair doctor. You're the person who if anybody's having an issue. Now, I am a practitioner, so that means I can only do certain things. So
Mhm,
if it's something, if you come to me and it's something that I cannot do, I'm not here to sell anybody any dreams. I
mhm,
will recommend you to the next level, like a dermatologist or, something like that. But it's basically just hair loss, scalp issues. We know everybody knows about alopecia, but there's so many different types of alopecia.
mhm,
If you can Google it, you can look it up. But our main one that a lot of people know is traction alopecia. Traction alopecia is caused from, braids and tension on the hair. So
mhm.
that is one of the biggest things. And there are so many different scalp disorders. Everybody is different.
Mhm.
So it would actually have to be looked at to determine what type of scalp disorder you have.
Perfect, perfect. Listen, y'all, it is Monday. My name is Jabrina Speaks. I'm your host, and you're in the chat box with me. You know, it is Let's Talk Business. And of course, I have my Betsy in the chat box with me, the I was slightly confused. The business owner of Cosmo Beauty, Miss Kamishia Brackin. She's in the building. We hope that you are enjoying yourself, that you are being educated about hair and hair loss, and just getting that extra that you need to know about business. And so I have you have products. You have a product.
I do.
Tell us
I
about
have
this
a
product and how did you uh, get into that line of work, adding products to your business?
I do have a product which is it's a hair oil. It's good for the scalp for numerous of reasons. During the pandemic, I actually customized this for certain of my clients. However, I had already been working with the product before I actually put it out there, and I saw what it was doing for my clients. So I decided to put it, bottle it and sell it so that they can actually take it home with them, and also other people can purchase and take it home with them also. It's good. It's an amazing product. I have seen and heard amazing results. It's for I have I make the concoction for
Chance,
different
be
people
quiet.
based on chance.
Be quiet, Chance. All that barking.
Um, I do apologize. I do apologize. The dog. Sorry. I'm sorry. I thought I took care of that. However, yes, I do have a hair oil that is amazing. I've had great results. Um, and you can also purchase it on my website at www.cosmo with the K beauty US, okay, or us, however you would like to say it. Um, but yes, that is my product. It is amazing. It's handmade. I take my time, and it's also made with love.
You sounded like SpongeBob right then. It was love, Mr. Krabs. It was love. Sorry, y'all. But it was an
This is
episode.
really goes on in real life when we're together.
They was wondering what was the special sauce in the Krabby Patty. It was
It's a
love, Mr.
secret. It
It
was
was
made
love.
with God and
Absolutely, absolutely. So listen, we've heard
yes.
about your business, we've heard about your oils, we've heard about your yes, go get your bottle, Joe. Go get your bottle. Go get your bottle, Jonisha. Listen,
Oh,
Jonisha,
Georgia.
she said, Jonisha said she has the best business cards too. Aren't they the cutest business cards? We're not selling business cards right now, though. We're selling oil. But
Thank you, Jonisha. Appreciate it. So
yeah, but they
yes.
definitely are very cute and dainty, like she is, business cards.
Thank you. Thank you.
Be quiet. So, no. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we're in the chat box. I'm in the chat box. My name is Jabrina Speaks. I'm your host in the chat box. It is Let's Talk Business every first and third Mondays at exactly 7:45 p.m. I have the amazing business owner, Miss Kamishia Brackin of Cosmo Beauty, located in the city of Dania Beach, Florida. She is a
Certified hair loss practitioner and a licensed cosmetologist.
absolutely. So you don't have to worry about. Listen, y'all. She wash your hair and she do everything else. Y'all know y'all go to these new people. Y'all gotta have y'all hair washed. They don't do nothing. Kamisha, talk about that.
Come
Talk
and
about
get
this
the
new talk about this new generation. And I'm gonna throw out a few things. Talk about the don't want to wash your hair. They want you to book on these apps and don't be ready. They want you to leave a deposit and don't be on like talk about that. Wait, I know you're not that person, but how do you feel about this new wave that's going on with some of this hair in the hair world?
um I
Right,
really
some braided
honestly
down, all type of stuff. Joseph.
to be honest, I really don't have a lot to say about that because one, I feel like, and this is where we are, to each his own. I just know that I don't operate like that. I know that me personally, the way that I run my business is I run it the way I want it to be ran.
Your phone, I
I've
mean, your
always been that way from
internet
the
going
time
in
I
and out.
started.
I think it came back.
We can't have that. We back.
Sorry, people.
What I was saying, I really don't have a whole lot to say about it because these are the times that we're in. And regardless of what I say, people are still going to go to those people. They're still going to support, they're still going to do, because if that's something that you want, that's what you want. All I can say is just know if you come to Cosmo Beauty, you are going to by far get the best. Okay, when I say the best head and hair spa experience that you've ever had, and I
We'll
can
put you
stand
to
on
sleep.
that.
I should have bought one of your clients. I should have bought Lola on so she could.
Listen, somebody call Lola so she
Right.
can let the people know. Lola and so many others. But I just think that when a person comes to your establishment, it is
Mhm.
important that you give them an experience, and that's just me. That's me as a person. Anything that pertains me is you're gonna leave with an experience.
Mhm.
So I really don't have a lot to say about that because that's what they do. That's how they run their operation.
Mhm.
I have nothing to say. I just know over at Cosmo Beauty how it's done. I'm
Yeah.
on time. I don't play as far as time because I don't want nobody playing with my time. So
Mhm.
I'm on time, and anybody who's been to my salon, they can tell you, oh, she don't play with time. I'm there. It's one-on-one service. It's not two, three people sitting there looking like we having a staring conversation and nose being flared.
Is that a right? Because
Sitting over looking at
I will
me.
flare my nose in 2 seconds. Sorry, go
So
ahead.
it's really about an experience with me. I just want my clients who support me to feel, like I respect their time because I want them to respect mine. So, I still do. They can call me, they can text me. It's still like that personal thing with me. I don't have the whole online booking because one, I still am a full time employee
Mhm.
also. So I like to be able to manage my time. You know, I book accordingly. There's really no overlapping. When one is going out, the next one is coming in, and they will tell you. So I stand firm on that. It's an experience, and I just want everybody to respect one another's time.
I love it. Just like I love you, friend.
Hey,
I,
girl.
I know. I'm so proud of you. But anyway, so you're in the chat box. Y'all in the chat box with me and my best friend, Kamishia Brackin, owner of Cosmo Beauty. Listen, for any of your beauty needs, definitely reach out to her. She's an amazing, amazing woman. Besides her doing your hair, she's a woman of God. So yeah, beside y'all head gonna be prayed over and all that
Listen,
other
he don't need to
all
go
that other.
walk out peppermint.
Let me see what she said. It's been years since you did my hair, but I remember the experience was awesome. Absolutely. That's what it's all about. Leaving someone with a great experience so they'll know to come back. So,
Yeah.
Kamisha, as we wrap
Yes.
up tonight, first of all, share with the people how can they find you, follow you, what social media platforms are you on? Let the people know.
I am actually on Facebook under my name. My business doesn't have a Facebook page at this time, but on Instagram, you can also follow me at Cosmo Beauty number one. Yeah, Cosmo Beauty _number one. I'm sorry, on Instagram. Um,
And
and that's pretty.
can they request you on Facebook or no?
They can request me on Facebook. Yes, you can request me on Facebook.
Do you have access to both of your pages? Answer the
I
question.
have access to one of my
So which
my
page are they
personal
going to request?
page. You
Which page are they going to request? I'm just asking for
the
the
one
people.
that says Kamisha.
So the one
Is
that
there
says,
two?
yeah, your old picture still comes up. It might say Cammy.
No, not that one. The one that says Kamishia Brackin. I believe my hair is up in a bun with some
Braids.
plaits, and
Yeah.
I look real cute.
Oh, I forgot we
Yes.
lied for 2 seconds. Yes, that's her. So if y'all see the picture with the braids, definitely send her request. Kamisha, you are a
Yes.
woman of many, many, many words, a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge. Again, going back, if you guys are just joining us, one, we would like to thank you for joining us on tonight. This is the owner of Cosmo Beauty. She mentioned to you guys, to the audience, how she got started in this industry, how she was a teen mom at 14 years old, how she pushed past all of that and became the woman she is now. And so if you ever wanted to know what resilience looks like, you're looking at her right now. If you ever wanted to know what what it is to be faced with many things but live through them, you're looking at that right now. And so at a young age, she did not allow those obstacles to deter her. She did not become a product of her environment, but she pushed
Oh,
past and she became an amazing mother at a very young age. And then she moved past that and became a business owner, owning her own business. For how many years has it been? A fit like the official. I know you've been doing hair
no,
since 12, but
well, the official. I've been a owner since 2017.
since 2017. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and Dania.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Wow, 2017. Oh, so how many? I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
Perfect. And so she's the owner. But I'm just proud of her, being that we've been friends for over the last 20 years, to see her thriving the way that she thrives, to see the move, to see always willing to go. You just came out from back from out of town not too long ago. Um, you're never too old to keep learning. You're never too wise to
I'm
keep
I'm
learning.
forever
We
a student. I'm forever
exactly.
a student. I have no problem with learning. I'm always open to learning. In fact, I just got back 2 weeks ago. I went to a wig class. I went to a wig class. I'm working on some things so that I can incorporate some new things to my salon. Not lace wigs. This is basically for just to put a little snippet out there. I will soon be providing a service for women who are struggling with hair loss and seeking, hair replacement, meaning like wigs and things like that, for medical reasons only. I will be
Mm,
providing that service very, very soon because, again, it goes hand in hand with what I already provide.
gotcha.
So
I do
that's
have
really.
one question
Mhm.
before I ask you the next question, because you just mentioned something. And so there may be somebody that's watching that may want to get into this industry that you're in, or they're in the industry, but they haven't gotten to that level. Are you willing to, do you mentor people? Are you willing to mentor people? How do you do that?
I mean, I'm pretty open to any questions as far as mentoring. I do have a special group of young ladies that do come to my salon on Saturdays and they shadow me.
Gotcha.
So if there's anyone watching and they have a daughter who they would like to learn the right way, you can always always reach out to me, and I don't have a problem. But eventually I will be doing a mentoring program for women or young ladies to come and shadow me, because I've been doing it, but it wasn't like I don't put it out there. I
Mhm,
have young ladies now. I am one of the students I met some years ago, just going to McNichol to do career day, and
mhm,
she graduated high school last year, and she went to Sheridan Vocational, so
mhm.
she's now a licensed cosmetologist, and she's doing braids and everything. So I stay in touch with her. So yeah,
So
so
listen,
if
if
there's
you,
any question,
mhm.
they feel free. I have no problem answering any questions.
Love
Yes.
it. So my next question to you is, as we wrap up tonight, and if somebody was just getting on and they didn't hear anything else you said at the beginning, they might have just come on in the end, and it may have nothing to do with the hair industry. But what words of wisdom, saying that, somebody got on, they having a rough day, whatever it is, whatever God has laid upon your heart, what words of wisdom would you like to leave them with on tonight?
I would like to say, um, to the extent, every day is not going to be a good day,
Mhm,
but you take what you have and you make the best of it. You make the best of it. And if you are having a bad day, it's okay. You're entitled to one bad day or two bad days. My thing is always, you can't stay there. So sometimes you're going to have to lift yourself up, or, kind of connect with people or like minded people or people who are on a much higher level than where you are. But the goal is always to keep it moving. That's one thing my father, he always share with me. You're not going to have a good day every day. It's
mhm.
not. We're well aware of that, but just make sure that you make the best with what you have and keep it moving.
Make the best of what you have and keep it moving.
Moving. Yes.
Listen, it is Monday. I am so grateful to have my best friend, Miss Kamishia Brackin, in the chat box with me, owner of Cosmo Beauty. We're in the chat box every first and third Mondays at exactly 7:45 a.m. It is titled Let's Talk Business. And so, if you are looking for a new hairstylist, if you're noticing that you're having problems with your hair, possibly falling out, possibly having alopecia, possibly having some issues with some dandruff, you're trying to figure out why one side is thinner than the other. Maybe you took your braids out wrong, whatever it is, because we know as women and men, but I'm really talking to the women right now, but we know we like a lot of styles, but they are not always healthy for our hair. If you are looking for that person, I encourage you, I beseech you to go and check out the amazing owner of Cosmo Beauty, Miss Kamishia Brackin, who's in the chat box with me on tonight. It is the first, is it the first Monday? It is. It is the first Monday of June. And so I'm super excited. And we're back in the chat box the third Monday of this month at exactly 7:45 p.m. If you know someone that may be going through anything with their hair, definitely tag them in this video. Make sure you follow her on social media. She said you can reach her through Instagram at Cosmo Beauty _1, or you can follow her on Facebook under Kamishia Brackin. Two may try to show up. You're gonna go with the one she said with the cute picture, the braids up in a ponytail, like in a bun. You're gonna send her a
Yes.
request, and she is going to accept it. If she doesn't, just let me know so then we could screen your friend request before she accepts you.
Right.
Bracken, do
That's
you have
mandatory.
right? Listen, do you have anything else you would like to share or say before we go out of the chat box on tonight?
One, thank you. One, thank you for this opportunity because you're always
My friends, we're
challenging me.
friends, better than your friends. Sorry.
And I love that for us. I love that for you because one thing I can say, you believe in me. If I wanted to sell peanuts, you'll be like, friend, you need me to bag the peanuts?
How many bags you need, girl? What day we going on the corner to sell them? I can't come today because my hair can't get wet. It's raining. Go.
Right. So I just want to say thank you for this opportunity. I truly, truly appreciate you as a person, not just a person, but as my best friend who
Absolutely.
is always constantly looking out for others. So I just want to say thank you. I love you.
I
I
love you.
appreciate you. And I
Thank
am
you.
proud of you also.
Thank
I'm blessed
you. Thank
to
you.
get that. I know be like, this is not about me.
It's not allowed to say, okay, Bracken. You know, I get real shy when you start with people. I go
So,
up under go in the turtle shell. I be like, okay, that's enough.
so yeah. But just, all jokes aside, I truly appreciate you for always thinking of me, and always
Absolutely.
thinking of others. So,
Absolutely.
that's really it. And if you have a God-given gift,
Mhm.
um, don't stop. As
Mhm.
long as it's something that God has put on the inside of you to do. I've been doing it, and just, I'm constantly doing it, and I'm constantly growing. I'm not looking at anybody else's plate. I'm not
Mhm.
concerned about what nobody else has going on. I just know that I need to focus on what I have going. Um, I'm in no rush. I'm in no rush.
The
So
race
for
is
any
not given to the people that's gonna rush to the swift.
not is not. So if you are, struggling a little bit, because I do. I anybody who knows me, I'm praying for this spirit of procrastination, but I keep it moving. I may not be, at somebody else's pace or
Mhm.
at the pace that somebody else think I should be at.
Mhm.
I'm going at my pace, and it's working for me. So,
Absolutely.
whatever that looks like for whomever out there watching, just keep going. The object is to not stop. Don't stop.
Don't stop.
Don't stop. Get it, get it. So yes. So
Listen,
yeah,
y'all.
keep
My
going.
platform,
Thank you.
my platform is gonna always be my friend platforms. And so any platform I come on, y'all best to believe my friends that's doing anything gonna be on these platforms. And that's the type of friends you want to be around. You want people that's gonna make sure that when you move, they move just like that. And so
Just
when it
like
comes
that.
to that's what we do over here. And so again, I appreciate you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join me in the chat box. We've been trying to get on this for the last few months, but today was the day and we did it. And so I'm
That's how
super excited. Hey Shannon, thank you for joining us. Listen, your girl Jonisha, thank you for joining us on tonight. Kimberly, thank you for joining everybody. Thank you for joining us on tonight. But
thank
yeah, you want to make sure you get friends that's gonna push you, and she knows I will push her off a cliff in a minute. She
literally.
might fall
She
and
gonna
break her
push
arm, her leg. I'll take her to the
push,
hospital,
she gonna push me off with a bungee rope so she could pull me back up.
but I may let her hit the ground first and then pull
You
her
ain't
back.
gonna let me hit the ground, but you going I'm definitely gonna have a bungee. You
You
know
might
that.
be this close from the ground though.
I'm gonna touch my nose.
That's what's gonna happen because you're gonna
Touch
have to
my
touch them like get up.
and then,
But yeah, but all out of love, all out of love. And those are the people you want in your circle, people that's gonna push you to greatness when they see the
correct.
potential in you. You want to make sure. And so this is definitely out of her element, but as long as I'm her friend, I'm gonna always push her out of her element. So if y'all saw her playing her face the whole time, that's because she was
I was okay because not a lot of people. I don't know who's really looking at me, so I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm safe.
you say, Bree, you say, you ain't gonna do you like that. But yeah, listen, we appreciate y'all for joining in with us. It has been a pleasure. Again, make sure you follow Cosmo Beauty on Instagram. Make sure you reach out to my girl when you need some natural sew-ins, when you want your natural hair done. You want to definitely make sure you reach out to her.
Yes.
Even if you just want to go and get a scalp analysis and see what's happening to your hair, whether you go back to her or not, go ahead and get that done. You never know what's going on. And so go make sure you connect with her. Again, she has an organization, Scars Over Scars. And so if you know somebody in that line of light that, maybe have dealt with any type of cancer, especially breast cancer, but any type of cancer, she wants to make sure that she connects with them on multiple levels. And so we love you. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. And so we want you to have an amazing rest of the night. We want you to have an incredible week. As Kamishia mentioned on tonight, you have to keep moving forward. It's okay to have a
Yes.
bad day, but we don't want you to have multiple bad days. And so if you notice that is happening, definitely reach out to one of us because we want to make sure that that bad day can turn into a good day. We love you. Mwah.
Yeah.
Have a good rest of the night. Good night, good night, good night, everybody. We love you. Good night, good night, good night.
Good night.